Break. Break. Break the silence. Your hands must speak now or forever hold your peace. Your hands must speak now or forever hold your peace, because your words are a weapon. So paper, pen, click, speak, or forever hold that peace. And you have the right to remain silent, but it's what you don't say that will be held against you. So put your weapon down. On paper, your hands up where we can see them, beating upon our eardrums in verbal percussions of your broken heart. Let your hands unlock those prison gates of 16 bars to free you from emotional scars. Put them behind your back for recarries. Burdens far too heavy. Hand your hand over to writing testimonies. Fingerprint your existence on A4 pages. Make bold statements as a form of evidence obtained from first-hand experiences, because you are a primary witness to the crime scenes that lie within. So keep pressing. Charges of the creative electricity which flows through you till your hands are no longer able to hold on to that piece of you, because poetry was meant for nothing more than to expose you and show you. Write what you like, and we like what you write, but what good is it if you don't live up to what you write, or even exercise the right to be left-handed over to being used as God's willing tool, because you would much rather be liked for what you write, because that's what it's like, right? You will write to be right in order to get the desired snaps and applause when it's time to claim back what's rightfully yours. The right to write from your heart sea of emotion right down to its shores. Lyrically maneuver into those open doors of imagination, because really, how many more dope pieces are you going to recite before you realize that you ain't even started speaking? The listener is your victim. The charge is holding back, and poetry itself will testify against you on that witness stand, because you were meant to touch somebody with your hand, but you didn't. So found guilty will be the final verdict, as your very words sentence you to life in conscience prison, with all the life stories that you should have written, pleading on your hands to free them. And that's when you realize that we poets are human gods, and the only reason we write is to let there be light. So speak, or else you will be under cardiac arrest, because the heart is the pulpit where you vow to speak truthfully, and the minute you object, you become subject to judgment. Now decide. Do you want our blood on your hands, or just pens to liberate your liquid tongue through word and sound, rhythm and poetry in motion, back to every house of hunger which desires to be fed, putting we writers on main platforms of radical expression, cracking open mics, escalating heights of communication through random cuddle sessions of dear diary conversations where conscious minds gather to share a cup of thought. And we must not rest until we see poets in offices, in round tables, making our country's biggest decisions, until we see poet-owned businesses somewhere in Saturn City. Poetry shows are there for us to offload, to share in our grievances, our experiences. So all I'm saying is, there are people who pay to hear you say something relevant. Amongst these are those who stay in closets, our bedroom writers and kitchen poets who aspire to stand as you do someday. These are the people who pray for your success, that God spares your talent. So if you're only out to be popular, please let it not be at the expense of your audience. Ego gets in the way of progress, and I am learning to finally break this silence and speak. So officer, please warrant my release. I now understand what being a writer truly means, and I'll work on my issues, okay? I'll think carefully about what I say. Never again will I mislead the masses. I'll take ish back to basics. My words must no longer contradict my actions, and I'll count my blessings. I'll give back the love I get at poetry sessions. I'll treat poets like siblings. I'll write to make a difference, because for as long as this is for self-gain, pain, then it's useless. So please, give me a second chance, because finally, I understand